So living on this floating piece of dirt we call Earth, I've managed to witness some of the positives of breathing this fine air. Things like nature, beautiful animals, a bacon, egg, and cheese in Arizona early in the morning. That last one's just a New York thing. You wouldn't get it. But while there are so many positives, there also comes a lot of negatives, like criminals, the Kardashians, people who walk slow in front of you, and any Rod Wave song ever. Now, as you know, while there are good people in the world, there are also bad people, and there's no escaping that. But what if there was a way to completely alter the fabric of time, shift the universe so that it could finally have a cleanse, a balance? That is what young Thanos tried before his unfortunate death.
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Now, I'm pretty sure I don't have to break down the whole Avengers movie for everyone. It's been out for multiple years now. But Thanos basically curve stomped the entire MCU and then proceeded to wipe out half of the universe in the process. Now, we know he eventually lost in the end, but that's not what we're talking about. Thanos was literally ahead of his time. He was right in the decision that he was making. He knew that the universe needed a fucking reboot and that he was the only one willing enough to step to the challenge. Now, the road he took to getting there is kind of crazy, because sacrificing your own daughter for some rocks is crazy. But business is business at the end of the day, and you're gonna lose some people on the way to the top. But just imagine if Thanos was a real individual. Just imagine if the Infinity Gauntlet was a real thing. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be one of his top glazers, because I agreed that some of you niggas need to be exterminated. It's unbelievable how the human race has advanced throughout time, yet are still probably the most retarded species in the galaxy. I encounter a lot of people on a daily basis, and I just wonder, how can some of these people be real? Who thought it was a good idea to give life to you? And then the activities you partake in is just, it just blows me away. Like people eating Tide Pods. I can't believe we're actually about to have a real discussion about this, but yes, people were eating Tide Pods. People actually turned this shit into a challenge and started dying from it, which really isn't surprising because it is a fucking chemical that literally on the box it says, do not consume. But everyone else must have been reading something completely different, because I don't know what possessed you to even want to try that shit. You literally use it to wash your clothes. Why would you want to consume that? And how about people that were opening tubs of ice cream just to lick it and then put it back in the freezer? What's even the purpose of doing that? Why are we actively trying to make people sick? And I know they all had the white tongue of death, just completely skipping brushing their tongue every day. And this, bro, this one might be the biggest one of all. COVID-19. Listen, man, I'm gonna need y'all to sit back and just enjoy the show, because this one is gonna be a long one. COVID-19 and quarantine was like really something special, because it truly showed you the people who were surviving an apocalypse and then the people who were just asking to meet God. When the news officially broke out, people were just running through every grocery store possible, buying an excessive amount of toilet paper. I still don't even get the reason for needing that much toilet paper. Like, you were gonna be inside the whole time. Was the toilet paper supposed to shield you from getting sick? And you know, the whole point of quarantine was to stay inside your house and avoid from getting more people sick. But people can't even do that right. Miami was literally the destination to get COVID, because people were just told by this orange nigga that COVID was just a hoax, that you weren't gonna go get sick. And then soon after, people just realized how actually brain dead they are when they ended up going to the hospital. Y'all remember when the DoorDash app was all glitchy and people were just ordering so much food because they thought they were gonna get that shit for free? Yeah, it turns out the next day that they realized that food was not free, and then they saw negative 30,000 in their fucking bank accounts. It's really just the small things like this that make you look at society and go, you know what? Maybe Thanos was actually cooking. We need to rid this universe of all the plain stupidity, because some of you shouldn't have the right to breathe the same air that I do. But in the end, will any of this matter? Am I just completely talking out my ass? Yeah, the answer is yes, because Thanos is just a fictional character, and I am just a man who makes YouTube videos that you should probably like and then subscribe after, you know, just cuz.